50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and together with my friend Sam Garlep, we're reading every chapter of my Harry Potter fanfiction from when I was 13. This is book 4 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter. Hello, Amoras, everyone. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys, a fan fiction podcast by me, Radio Mike, Sam Garlep. Welcome back.
Did you put the sounds in like I asked? I'm back, baby. I'm back like bloody Voldemort.
He's back.
He's
the Dark
back.
Lord's back.
Sammy's back. He who must not be named.
Oh, wow.
Well, I am.
He's named Sam. And Sam, welcome to season 4, not year 4. Possibly year 4, I'm not sure, but season 4 of Harry Potter and the Boys. It's going to be a big season.
That's right.
We've got so much. Sam, tell them what we've got lined up.
Firstly, one sentence into the new season, we couldn't even research how long we've been doing this. So we're literally starting from a point of zero.
Here is what you can expect on this season of the show. Double evictions, triple evictions, evictions where 4 people get evicted.
Yep. Betrayal,
sex, scandals, lies.
Yes, games, activities, challenges.
Someone did message me, like, this is not a joke. They were like, Mike, you should bring back Potter or Notter. Do you remember Potter or Notter?
Kind of. Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it's like, Mike, when are you bringing back Potter or Notter? And I was like, what's Potter or Notter? Because I don't think we've done that for 5 years.
We should, because that was where you would just read a quote from
different
fiction
books, yeah.
And ask if it was from Harry Potter or Notter.
And I'm pretty sure I would replace the names of characters with Harry. So I think one of them, which maybe I stopped it because I didn't think it could get funnier than this, because it was like Harry sat down with his disciples and broke the bread and gave the wine.
Harry, I am your father. That was,
But yeah, it's really good to be back for Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
The Phantom Farter, book 4.
Oh my God.
Now, I just noticed that you're saying Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter. So are you cutting out, is this a brand choice that you're cutting out the boys?
No, because I think this is another distinction we need to make. The podcast is called Harry Potter and the Boys. Book 1 in the Harry Potter and the Boys series
was called
Harry Potter and the Boys.
Oh, so
right?
So hang on.
Did you not know this?
Here I am, 4 books in.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was Harry Potter, and the boys.
It's not Harry Potter, and the Boys. It's Harry Potter, ampersand, the boys.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but as in
There's no colon.
Are you sure it's but as in I didn't realize it was like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I thought...
You thought it was Harry Potter and the Boys.
Like Shaft of Light.
No, the first one is just called Harry Potter and the Boys.
Yeah.
You just remember the Shaft of Light. So the podcast is called Harry Potter and the Boys. But this book is called Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
This just changes everything for me.
Really?
Because now...
Is anyone else confused about this?
Because now the book is just about Harry, whereas I thought the boys were the focus. But now it really recenters Harry at the center of this universe.
But why did you think the boys were the focus?
Because they're the new characters.
Yeah, right. I think it's also confusing because the magnificent and fantastic Fantastic Ferrier, and where to find him, he, on the artwork, does Harry Potter and the Boys... Book 4, The Phantom Farter. And I guess that's confusing as well.
But that is what the podcast is, Harry Potter and the Boys.
Yes. You know what? The book is called Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter, not Harry Potter and the Boys, The Phantom Farter.
I've got an idea. Let's stop recording. Let's take another week off. sort this whole thing out. And we're back.
Okay,
what a week that was.
Well, that was a huge
we have
week
now
for us.
Sorted it out. It's the podcast is called Harry Potter and the Boys.
The book is called
Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
When I was clearing it up, I was going to be like, the book is called Harry Potter, ampersand, and the boys. But no, it's not that. It's ampersand, the boys. Yeah.
Ampersand's a good little...
Ampersand is interesting because it has and in it, and it stands for and. Ampersand.
Yeah, but
could you spell ampersand, ampers, and then an ampersand?
Yeah. Yeah, not even going to think about it. Although what I'm thinking is, and I'm making this up, it doesn't mean it's not true. Do you think that,
No, say it.
that's where they got
The ampersand.
word and then it's like what came first, the ampersand or the ant?
The amp or the sand or the purr. Hey, also, Patreon's just got a really hefty 15-minute bonus because that's what we care about our Patreons and that's what we do for them. Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. Join up.
We give them massive bonus.
Bonus every week. You get an RSS, a private RSS, or a really secret sound.
Yes.
That is a private feed where you get all of the Harry Potter and the Boys bonus content on there every single week.
Guess what? And if you're watching this,
Full videos.
We got a new light. We're backlit now.
Got a new light, got a new set design, and if you are not on the Patreon, you won't be seeing this. So get on the Patreon. Seriously though, guys, we would really, really love it if you could help support us on Patreon this season. I'd love it. I don't know about Sam.
Yeah, and if Mike gets enough money on the Patrons, it means he can turn his emails off for a whole hour while we record.
I should put my...
but at the moment, he needs to be constantly vigilant in case anyone wants to pay him $20 to $30 for a job that should be paying $300. But which anyway. Is that's something else.
Yeah.
But it's great to be back.
Will we do another live show soon? Do you think? Yeah, end of the year maybe.
Yeah, maybe we should build to it because I think
True.
Doing one like next week would be people are like
way too soon.
We don't know what's happening in this bloody book yet.
But yeah, true. It would be weird to do the first chapter as a live show.
And it feels like we need to it's too cold in Melbourne.
True.
I think
it's too cold. No one wants to be out. Me and Claire went to Beauty and the Beast.
I went and saw that.
Really great.
Awesome.
Really cold outside though.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah. But they were great musical.
Could you figure out in that musical how the boy, you know how like Mrs. Potts has a little pot boy?
A little pot boy, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real kid inside, but it's some illusion where you can't really tell how he's in there.
Yeah, no, I have no idea because
someone will know. Someone who listens will know.
Yeah, there's one bit where it's like when he's there, it looks like it's a chest of drawers. Like because it's opaque. You're like, okay, he's probably there, but then it comes out another time, and it is a table.
You can see underneath it,
and you can see through it.
Yeah, you can see through it. That's what I mean.
So it's like
transparent.
Well, where is this boy?
You know what? I had never seen Beauty and the Beast, the movie.
Oh, what?
Yeah, never seen it. So we watched it last night after watching the musical.
Do you know the story at all?
Yeah, I know the story. There's a Beauty and the Beast. I know Be Our Guest, Be Our Guest.
What about Gaston?
I know. I never heard Gaston.
I use antlers in all of my decorating.
Holy shit, that was good.
I could be Gaston.
You're a gassy guy.
I wish I was Gaston, but even Mel and I, when we sort of discussed it, I was like, I'd love to be Gaston, but I'd know I'd be a
LeFou. No, I reckon you could be Beast. Because
Beast would be good.
Thing about the Beast is...
I'm not tall enough.
Nah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't do self-limiting beliefs.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, look at Tom Cruise.
True. Is he not tall?
See, you didn't even know. Yeah. I think he's shorter than us.
Is he actually? That is not
Or our height.
Ah, well, that's...
Shorter.
Yeah. Okay, shorter.
Shorter.
Yeah. I think the other song... What's the opening song in that movie?
Oh, yeah.
A bookworm
through town,
a parochial
little girl, and then a village, waking up to say,
yeah, that song. And then
bonjour, bonjour.
You know what song I loved? Yes, that one. The other one I loved, To Be Human Again. That one, beautiful. And then the other one was Tale as Old as Time. Never heard that. The only one I knew, the only one I knew was Be Our Guest because it's See My Vest is a parody of Be Our Guest. Yeah. But yeah, so that's not.
Man, I can't believe it. Yeah, it's amazing.
Have you seen the Emma? Well, speaking of Harry Potter, have you seen the
Emma Watson? That's why we're talking about this. See, there's always a reason.
All planned. Have you seen the Emma Watson one?
I have, but I think I've only seen it once. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, it's not great, but does she sing in there?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I never would have pictured her as a singer.
You know what? I've said that. We should probably Google whether it was her, but I'm sure it was.
Speaking of Google, hey, take a look at this. Hey, Google, Lumos Maxima. Oh my God.
What?
Explain to everyone what just happened.
Well, it was...
What? What? The video viewers will know.
Now, well, I'll just quickly say that even for audio viewers, you're hearing Lumos Maxima, and you are assuming, wow, every light in that place must have just turned on, because that's what that means. It means every maximum light. What?
Just the Google Home enabled light bulbs.
So what did happen was, yes, the Google Home enabled light bulbs, which was a single lamp.
One lamp.
Oh, sorry, one lamp with 3 globes.
It's like the Fluffy of lamps. It's a lamp, actually. But there are actually 3 lamps. There are 3
heads of the lamp.
Hey,
so that did turn on.
Hey, Google, Knox. Ooh. Oh, it didn't work. Knox didn't work.
I'll do it. Hey, Google, Knox.
Hey, there's also one in the bedroom. Oh, and the TV turns off when you say Knox. That's pretty cool.
Well, okay, that is cool, but it was very funny because then once you said it, there was that split second between the light coming on where I was like, wow, every light in this place is about to turn on. And when a single lamp just turned on, it was a little bit disappointing.
I reckon one day in 15 years, I want to have a fully automated house that's controlled by Harry Potter spells. So it'll be like, hey, Google, Wingardium Leviosa, and like the blinds go up or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Google, Avada Kedavra, and I don't know, like random person
dog dies.
Yeah,
yeah.
The next door neighbor's dog just finds itself dead.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking that electric blinds, that's the next step, isn't it?
I think they already exist.
No, they exist. Oh. But I'm like, how good would that be to have those?
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're like,
oh mate, tell me about it.
Which we both live in apartments that have those, and
you know here's the thing, when you go stay in a fancy hotel and everything's remote control, like everything is just like bzz, blinds are opening.
Yep.
You know, that's incredible.
And now that I remember when I lived at home at my mum's, and it's not like we were in like a mansion or anything, but it was just like opening all the blinds. God, it took ages.
Yeah, around the whole house.
Well, yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Then you got to close them again.
What else has been happening in your life that we didn't talk about on the Patreon?
We don't want to talk about blinds anymore?
I'm over blinds. I'm done with blinds.
What's been happening in my life?
Yeah.
Oh, I've just been working a lot. I've missed you guys. I've missed the Patrons. I've missed the podcast.
How long has it been since? Has it been about a month?
I think we did promise about 2 weeks.
It's definitely been a little bit late. Month, yeah.
But to me, I feel like I haven't had a chance to. I had all these plans.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna finish, and then next time there's gonna be all these new things we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have it all sorted.
Sam texted me being like, "Hey, do you reckon we should like do something new for like the new season?" Yeah.
But I did. And then I also only texted you that about 2 hours before we recorded.
Yeah, that's true.
Wasn't thinking about it for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But so I think we've gone with if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I also promised that there would be merch available from day one, and you were like, "That's a great idea, Mike."
Yeah.
I haven't started even thinking about it.
Yeah, but
besides just mentioning it to you again today.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is.
But,
I sent an email to a business asking them to sponsor the new season of the
great.
show. I will not say the name of the business because if they don't sponsor us, then we can never mention them on the show.
Oh wow! Okay,
Yeah.
that would be great.
It's business that shall not be named. But if they do sponsor the show, you'll hear about them all the time.
And if you want to be a business that shall be named,
yeah,
reach out.
That's true. We should never mention any businesses on this show. Unless they sponsor us.
You've mentioned Google at 70 times.
But you can't not mention Google.
If we can get Google to sponsor us, that would be helpful.
Yeah, that would be very helpful.
So reach out and touch somebody.
Can I? Don't do that.
Sounds like more.
Don't do that, especially if you're in public right now.
But annoyingly, that does sound more threatening when you just say it, but it is a little. Reach out and reach out and. Reach out and touch somebody.
The other thing that I've been slowly...
So you can sing things. If you sing things, it's less creepy.
It's less creepy, yeah. So the other thing I've been slowly kind of chinking away with, which I don't know if that's a word. I don't know if...
I don't think so. I was going to...
Chugging along with, I think.
Chugging would be better than whatever you said.
Yeah. Is... Because I've really... Here's something since we last spoke, okay?
Yeah.
I did tell you about the therapist and how I told her about the podcast, right? And she said...
And didn't you say don't listen?
Yeah, no, I challenged that by saying do listen.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. That and in the last 4 weeks, I've been really like obsessed with like productivity and like doing things and getting shit done because I notice in my life a lot of the time with things I want to do, I always say, I just don't have time right now. But then a lot of days there are always like these half an hour blips of time where I'm like, I have nothing to do right now. So, I'm just like making lists of long-term stuff I want to get done that takes time that in those half-hour spots, I can just fill the time with doing some general admin on those, right?
Smart.
One of those is the Harry Potter and the Boys audiobooks, which are one of the things I'm always like, I'd love to do it. I don't have time. I'm slowly tinkering away at them. So hopefully, let's say by the end of the year... There may be some. Well, the book will be 4 years. There may be some kind of advancement in the progress of the Harry Potter and the Boys audiobook. So this will be that you can just listen to it as an audiobook with no commentary, read as seriously and straight as possible, with no like laugh track or anything.
No flair. No, there'll be flair. There'll be character.
There'll be character.
So am I to understand that in these half an hour breaks, sometimes you're typing an email and then you quickly just flick over, open the chapter and go,
Chapter 1.
But do you ever pick it up mid-chapter and go, do you get off a call being like, yeah, okay, I'll get over that podcast edit over to you, correct? Yeah, okay, bye.
Adam.
Then you go, the farts came out
from the
bushes, the bottom. Oh my, said Derek. And then the phone rings again. Oh, sorry.
No, that hasn't happened. I'm going to be honest, I haven't done much. I'm just trying to like collate all of the stuff so I can just read it off one page.
I'd love to go back and I'd love to be listening to a chapter and you can tell when you've come in and out. Like you're, one minute you're like really calm, and the next minute it just clicks and you're really like, okay, yep. So yep, Harry went into there and Sockie was there. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Really flustered another time.
I also want to implore the listeners to send in ours. RadioMikePod@gmail.com, on the podcast Instagram page, on my Instagram page, on Sam's. Send in ours. We want to make our post a regular thing. Well, I do. I can't speak for Sam.
Yeah.
But please send in anything, including, and here's the first thing. Maybe I'll do a proper pitch for ours every episode. I want predictions, any predictions, your wildest predictions for Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter. What are yours? Help the listeners out.
My predictions for Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter. Okay,
because you've done some good predictions over the years.
Yeah.
Like Professor Trelawney.
Isn't I'm like Professor Trelawney?
No, like she makes predictions.
Yeah. Okay.
The Dark Lord will rise tonight.
And she was right.
Yeah.
What am I going to predict? I'm going to predict that the Phantom Farter, the farts are literally like not killing people. I think it'll be like it'll be someone that farts and it petrifies them. Like
petrifart.
A petrifart. Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen. And then
you think that's going to happen?
Yeah, and then they're going to be like, who's the Phantom Fart? Someone's farting. And
okay, interesting. Yeah, okay.
And I think...
And who do you think did it? Who do you think is the Phantom Farter?
Oh, well...
Because we've seen on there's also like the cover. Go see the cover artwork. The master's on there. Do you think he's got something to do with it?
Maybe, but I think the Squid and John and Mooney will come back in a bigger way.
A bit more Squid and John.
I think that Dragon Mail Boy...
Back in a big way?
Because when did we... No, he was mentioned recently, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
But I think he'll make an appearance.
Someone in the Discord actually mentioned that the two most last chapters of the third book both had a line being like mentioning Squid and John Mooney, and then also said, who haven't been mentioned in a while, 2 chapters in a row.
That's good. I also think Hopeless McDopeless
might come back.
Might come back.
What do you think is Harry's journey?
Harry's journey, a lot of smoke and dope.
Okay. And what do you think?
And
how do you think Mr. Charger makes his way back into Hogwarts? Because we assume he's back. We're not sure though.
I think Mr. Charger will be back in disguise.
Okay, another disguise.
Well,
I guess he wasn't a disguise. Yeah. Okay.
No, I think Harry will just forget.
Yeah, okay. Just
He'll
the
just
easiest
go,
option.
I'll bring him back.
Yeah, okay. Well,
And if I can also encourage the listeners, if you want to get in touch, anything, I said I was going to bring something new to the podcast. I didn't, but now I'm open to suggestions.
yeah, send them
So
in.
if you do want to hear, so what do you want from the podcast this year? And do you want us to bring back Potter or not? That's a great idea.
Yeah, and you can pitch segments to Sam in his DMs. Why don't you do that? And then if one's good, we'll do it. You could get a segment on this pod.
And I should probably give him credit for it, shouldn't I?
Yeah, give him credit.
Okay,
yeah, and we'll try them. Those are questions that I would love for you to answer this week. Send in an our radiomugpod@gmail.com or anywhere. You can comment on Spotify now, so do that. But Sam, I think it might be time for us to read the very first chapter of Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
All right.
Take out the iPad.
The arse pad.
The arse pad.
New podcast, same old
Shtick.
same old iPad.
We are on the front cover, what is supposed to be the front cover of the book, Sam, which does say Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter
by Michael Liberale. Ooh.
Do you say Liberale? Do you?
Michael
I always say, I don't know how to say my surname.
What's your last name?
I think it's Liberal. Now I don't know. Is it Liberale or Liberale? Let's find out. Let's put it as the poll this week. How do you say my last name if you say it? Because I don't trade under my last name.
Yeah, but
I trade under Radio Mike.
Yes, but I would say you've traded under your last name for quite a while of your life. So how do you say your last name?
Should I? Maybe I'll ask my dad.
Liberale.
Liberale.
Is that insensitive?
Because the thing is, would an Italian say liberale? No.
I don't know.
They'd say liberali.
Liberale.
That's what I would think. Anyway, we don't have to keep talking about
Well, we kind of do because it's your last. Well, I guess I
don't know my last name. I don't know how to say it.
I get a lot of Garlop and Garlep.
Yeah,
Sam
but
Garlop.
that's pretty similar. I think it's Garlop.
Yeah, it is.
Garlep. No, what?
What's Garlop?
Hang on. If I was saying, do you know my friend Sam Garlep? That's what I would say.
Oh, but it's spelled like that, but it's Garlop. It's a weird name.
Now
isn't
I don't know your name.
God, Garlep.
Because if someone was like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm doing this podcast with my friend. He's a comedian, Sam Garlep. That's what I would say. This is weird. We don't know our own names.
Guys, do you know? Send us in your last names.
Send us in your last name and we'll try to pronounce them as best as we can next week. Okay, next page.
And when we say this to the front cover, there's no artwork. It's so
We should
bland.
get Dave. I should have got Dave Ferrier back then to do artwork, but I didn't know him, sadly. Okay.
And is it Ferrier or Ferrier?
It's definitely Ferrier.
Okay, we'll ask him. He won't know.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, what's this?
So
we've got
we've
got a bit of a foreword.
Not a foreword. I think it's just like a dedications kind of page. So we'll read that out.
Has there been one of these on any other books?
I think there was in book 1 at least.
All right. Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter. Dedicated to no one. Harry Potter names, characters, and related indicia. Okay. Harry Potter names, characters, and related indicia are copyright and trademark of Warner Brothers. Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter is completely non-fictional. Any similarities to you are completely intentional. So, what?
Completely non-fictional.
So all the events are real.
So it's like,
and if you think it's similar to you, it is.
It's like if you're the say you think that I've defamed you with this book, like you're someone I went to school with. You're like, I think Mike's defamed me. I'm this character, and here's the evidence.
Yeah,
it literally says it's completely intentional. So,
and it says it's completely true. So you're really putting yourself in a corner here.
Yeah.
If you say something that isn't untrue about someone you went to school with. Because you presented it as true, and it is
them. Is this true? And it is any
this is
similarities.
A lot like Baby Reindeer.
True.
She's kind of trying to sue Netflix and
because they said it's a true story.
That's exactly right. And all they had to say was based on a true story, and they're probably out of the woods.
But they said this is a true story.
So they're in the woods. They're in the Forbidden Forest.
All right. Let's turn to the next page.
So we thought we were going to say chapter 1, but guess what?
This has never happened before.
Prologue.
Whoa. We've never had that. And I don't think any Harry Potter had that.
No, it feels like you've just learnt Prologue.
I read a book with a
You
prologue.
read a book with a prologue. You're like, I can do that. But I think what you've done. Do prologues usually? Why is there a prologue in books?
I think it's like, hey, this is a bit of background about the world you're about to be in, but it's not like centered around the main character's story. This is just a bit of background.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pro meaning pro, log meaning speech.
I think log means log. Pro also means before. Okay, so it's a prologue, not a chapter, which already throws out of whack the episode numbering because now...
Mono meaning one, log meaning log.
True.
Sorry, I just zoned out for a bit there. It's been a long day. So,
Prologue.
This is how it goes. Prologue, and there's a title to the prologue. So, prologue. Voldemort is dead.
Ooh. Are we... What are you... I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Are we jumping around?
Or is this like there's multiple, is it like long, Voldemort is dead, long live Voldemort. You know, whenever a royal dies, when the queen dies. Yeah, the king is dead, long live the king.
I think we could be heading to all the way back to that moment.
We're heading back to the past, or back to the pro.
Back to the pro.
You might say.
All right.
I'm learning.
Here we go, guys. I can feel your dopamine surging for Sam to say the first word. I know how you feel when Sam starts reading these chapters.
Ooh, yeah.
You feel all tingly inside. You get goosebumps. And as soon as he starts talking, there is a surge, a rapid release of dopamine powering through your synapses. And Sam, give it to him. Stop making him wait.
Right in the synapses. Let's go. Let's kick it off with... He didn't actually quite know how he had come to be.
Oh, that's a strange way. Because book 3 did start with, wasn't it like, I'm so sorry that you're reading? Yeah. This feels like we're dropped in the middle of something.
Was it this or book 2 that said, don't read this book?
I think that was also book 3.
Like, hey, don't. And then at the end it was like, told you.
I think that was book 2. Yeah, that was book 2. What a clever comedic writer this is. But this feels like we're just dropped in the middle of something.
I disagree on that. Where he didn't actually quite know had come to be. When he looked in the mirror, he saw nothing, really. Simply a blank shell of a body and a featureless face. No eyes, no mouth, no nose, no ears, no hair.
Oh, that's creepy. Wait, what? How is that? This feels more serious in tone, and notoriously, and I'd love for this to change in season 4, you don't take the book seriously when it deserves it. when the book deserves to be taken seriously, you don't.
You don't think I'm taking it seriously?
No, I don't.
And you think this is a moment where it deserves to be taken seriously?
I think so far.
So what? So let me just lay out what's happening in this first paragraph.
Yeah.
He looked in the mirror.
Yeah.
2 lines later, no eyes. Riddle me that.
That is funny. I didn't even realise that. He has no eyes. How did he look in the mirror?
4 lines in the book, massive error. Massive error.
There's already a contradiction.
Yeah.
The editor just didn't pick it up.
Essentially, we're looking at like a skin skull, a skin,
like a morph suit.
A bulb of
morph
skin.
suits?
Yeah. But it's actual skin, and it's got no eyes, no mouth, no nose, no ears, no hair. So yes, how is it looking in the mirror? We'll never know. Oh wow.
Oh
Okay.
man.
That is why he put on the trench coat.
Oh.
Wait, we heard about a trench coat in the last book, didn't we? The trench coat had a hood. That's who the what is it?
The master.
The master. Can we see that artwork again?
Yeah, sure. Of course you can.
I want to see how Dave Ferrier captured this trench coat with a hood.
Yeah.
I never thought, because that was one thing I took umbrage with.
What did you take umbrage with? Oh, because you couldn't see.
I was like, how a trench coat doesn't typically have a hood.
Well, this is the book 4 artwork by Dave Ferrier.
Cool. He's done really well with that.
He's done really well. Whoever briefed him must have known the content inside.
You probably didn't brief him with the exact description of a trench coat with a hood, but what he's done there is really
very good. Yeah, good in the hood. All good in the hood. Okay.
That is why he put in the trench coat, to hide his monstrous appearance at the start. In time, his features came. Hair, nose, eyes, mouth, ears, everything that a human body needed. Yes, including the penis. Because that was what we were all thinking.
I actually was.
Yes, including the penis.
Yeah. But I assumed there was a penis already because, like, if there's a body, you picture it with either one set of genitals.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't have a face, I'd picture it with genitals, not Ken doll.
You're testing me here, but I think the genitals grow before the eyes.
Oh, I don't know.
In fetuses.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that like we all start as female, and that's why men have nipples, because they started as female and then males like get the extra chromosome.
I'm not going to challenge you on the nipple thing because I'm not. I want to.
You're not sure if I'm serious?
I want it raised that I'm not sure, and I'm not agreeing or disagreeing.
Okay, whoever's fact checking this season, I'm pretty sure, because men don't need nipples. There's no biological function for our nipples, whereas females do have a biological function for nipples, right? And I think it's because we all start as like a female. I heard it in science in like year 10.
So we'd look really weird. Imagine if men didn't have nipples.
I know.
We'd be like this guy.
Well, he might have nipples.
When did his nipples come in? That wasn't specified.
I don't know. Yeah.
The other question we need answered. So even when he got his penis and everything else, but he continued to wear the trench coat. It had become his signature and is a cool design that also means he can remain anonymous for the story purpose.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that is.
Usually you don't say that. But.
Despite him seeming to simply become one day, simply erupting into existence from nowhere in particular, with no memory of anything coming before, he knew that there must have been some purpose to him coming into existence.
This is weird.
He would spend most of the days walking through the roads and the villages and the cities and the towns, observing the people around them.
And I'm hearing like a lot of laughter in what I think deserves to be respected.
I know, but then where did he get this trench coat? Where was he that he was like,
who is this? Yeah. Is it Voldemort?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I thought it was Voldemort. In my mind, it's now that little baby Voldemort that they made. It's like that. Yeah. Oh no, the little baby Voldemort in the Vision. It's like
when
that.
He's in King's Cross.
Yeah, it's like that grown up.
Okay.
Or developed.
But it says that he. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, whatever.
That baby Voldemort had a face, and I think that's the part you're missing. You look stupid.
Yeah, but okay, I know, but I mean, where did I get this trench coat? I think I'm focusing a little bit too much on the trench coat. I'm going to move on. Often he would pretend to have purpose and pretend to have a reason to exist. He would walk into public areas and sit and watch the other people go about their days. He would attend plays and theatre shows, pretending to understand what was going on, laughing when the others laughed, applauding while the others applauded.
That's what I do in my life.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like this guy has autism. I'm just going to say that.
What do you mean?
That, autism, you struggle to have not to have the emotions, but people do learn to kind of emulate the appropriate social reactions.
Masking.
Yeah, but you almost go, oh, well, this is the appropriate reaction, I'll do that.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Well, maybe he does.
It's like learning social rules. Nothing against it. He would, you can still say that. Pretending to understand what was going on, laughing at it, yeah. Occasionally, he would attend large funerals, and there had been many lately in this area. The most recent was a funeral for a man named Severus Snape.
Ooh.
Who, for some reason, triggered a strange sensation in his mind.
Okay. So we are
in
the time of when Snape died.
Yeah.
In Deathly Hallows.
Yeah. Wow.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm thinking we've gone back in time.
Well, we haven't.
Well,
You mean the book?
Yeah,
but that's what a good book does. It transports you back in time or wherever you are.
This figure, it's been around for a while then.
The battery on the camera is going to die.
That's
first week back, guy.
We got this new light. There's a brand new light behind us.
Drained the battery on the fucking camera.
Do you want me to continue?
Okay, we just took a really short break to for me to plug the camera battery in.
Okay.
Right, where were we?
So, yes.
Oh, we're at Snape's funeral?
Well, no, we're talking about... Oh, I guess we are now, because he attended a large funeral, Severus Snape. Reading a eulogy at the front was a young man, perhaps around 17 or 18 years old, wearing those round eye things that he had seen others wear. Glasses.
He knows what a trench coat is.
Yeah.
But he hasn't figured out glasses.
And he's been spending lots of time watching theatre, plays, whatever.
Yeah,
He's
people talking.
But he hasn't heard someone mention glasses before. Okay, he had long, black, shaggy hair, but didn't hide a lightning bolt scar underneath. It's Harry Potter. So Harry's doing a eulogy at Snape's funeral?
You'd think he would, because he wants to clear the air. Because no one knows that Snape was sort of kind of good in the end.
Yeah, but
he has to be the one to... And also, who do you think's going to do it? Snape's dad? He's dead. Isn't he dead?
probably. What bloody Aunt Petunia? Why
would Aunt Petunia be there?
Why would Harry do it?
Who would do Snape's eulogy, really? Because, you wouldn't...
Lucius...
Did Snape have any mates? Did Snape have any non-Death Eater mates that he'd just be like, hey, do you want to go catch a movie? Yeah, we'll go catch a movie.
Maybe someone from one of the pubs in Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
Or
maybe Hagrid.
You know what? McGonagall probably would have done it.
I doubt it. Why would McGonagall do his eulogy?
Just for professional reasons. No one else.
I can't imagine you dying and your boss does your eulogy.
Well, that'd be sad.
Professional.
So who would do Snape's eulogy otherwise?
I reckon Harry's perfect.
Oh, but he's 17 years old, 18 years old.
But he's stepping up. That's what being an adult is, taking responsibility for your shit.
I don't know. I think someone else should have done it. I think someone else should have done it.
Well, too bad.
That's my opinion. Okay. The Master didn't quite understand funerals.
Oh, so it is the Master.
Here's the reveal. It appeared as though it was a celebration that someone had died. Everybody would get together, cry, and tell stories about their lives. And at the end, they would bury them somewhere under the ground. Death didn't quite make sense to the Master either. The Master's life, if you want to call it that, came suddenly. He sprung into existence. He realised that death could come equally as suddenly, with no warning, with no wish. I don't know what that means,
None
but it
of us
sounded
wish
good.
to be born.
So, he thought, in that way, death was the same as life.
Oh, that's an interesting and profound perspective.
And this, that we're about to do speaking.
Okay, dialogue.
Dia meaning
mouth.
And log meaning log.
Mouth log.
Mouth
Hey
log.
guys, I'm just going to do some mouth logging.
Okay, here's some dialogue in the prologue.
Yeah.
And it's in italics for some reason.
Okay.
And I see now, the lightning bolt man said at the funeral, that he spent his life harbouring many secrets and risked everything to defeat Voldemort. Without the bravery, or should I do it I don't know. Without the bravery of Severus Snape, none of us would be here, especially me. Thank you, Severus.
That feels like an appropriate eulogy. And I just realised as well, if we go back a page, it did say reading a eulogy, not the eulogy. Maybe there was a few people.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what? I apologise. That's true.
Hey, no, it's fine. Don't apologise.
And I don't
Just
know,
don't
Harry calling Snape Severus, what, a week after he died when he was his teacher? That's weird.
But
I still can't call our teachers by their first names.
Well, I told you I still see Mr. O'Day all the time, and I call him Mr. O'Day.
Not
Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Harry's...
But I feel like now if I saw a teacher, I would just go for the first name.
Yeah.
I'm not a baby.
I'd do a full name.
Oh, yeah, you've spoken about that on the show, yeah. All right.
Okay, let's move on. Many people...
Sorry.
Many people were in tears. Whoever Severus Snape was, he had made some kind of sacrifice to save others, which seems stupid to the Master. Why would one sacrifice their own life for another? Death started to become more clear. Death and life were not the same, though similar. But death was, in fact, the absence of life. The Master stood...
Interesting. No cheeky smirks, no snide remarks. Yeah, there's no jokes now, Sam, is there?
Yeah, which I think me and the listeners are missing those.
Yeah, if the whole book's going to be like this, I don't want to listen.
It's really taken a turn, this fourth book.
Well, it's just the prologue.
Yeah, and this is real prologue vibes, yeah. Because then it'll actually
the Bible doesn't just start with Jesus coming out the gate doing miracles.
No,
it has all the Adam and Eve stuff.
No, it's so boring at the start.
So boring.
No, he literally goes. It's like pages just like, and Abraham begot Joseph, and Joseph begot blah blah, and Joseph begot blah blah, and it's just begot.
Goes for like 10 pages.
Oh my God, if you were gonna, I reckon begot will be the word in most times in the Bible.
Not God.
No, begot.
Okay, begot. Okay, well, get back to this book.
This is reminding me
that was
of
funny.
that was good.
Thanks,
that
man.
was good.
Yeah.
This is reminding me of like the what's that? Oh, what's that book that has book in the title? The Book Thief. Do you know the Book Thief?
Yeah, we've talked about it before.
Yeah, and
I've seen the movie.
Yeah, it's from perspective of death.
Is it actually?
Yeah, not the whole. Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is really similar to that.
Okay. Well.
Because it has like death, like not understand. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, moving on. The master stood as many exited the church toward the end of the funeral. He noticed many people standing around idly speaking. A tall, stern-looking old woman with black hair in a bun was crying while speaking to the lightning bolt man.
Oh.
She was explaining that she would be taking over as head of Hogwarts now, whatever Hogwarts was.
Oh, so it's Professor McGonagall.
Yeah, and you were saying she wouldn't bloody speak at the funeral, but here she is crying.
I said she wouldn't do the eulogy. She did it. There's no evidence.
Well, there's no evidence she
She's
didn't.
clearly upset about Snape, but you know.
Well, I would say she's closer to doing the eulogy than you thought.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
Fair enough.
A young blonde-haired man was standing by himself to the
I know who
side,
that is.
looking quintingly at the lightning bolt man.
Oh, you sent me a quinting text
Yes,
the other
I
night.
did. You did. There
Do
was,
you want to quint in the listeners on that quint?
well, the Olympics is on.
Yeah,
as
the
we
Aquintics.
the
Aquintics.
Oh yeah, so we can't legally say the word Olympics. We don't have the rights.
You know that's actually a thing, by the way, in media. Everyone's scared of being sued because like only some companies are allowed to say Olympics.
You really can't. You're not allowed to use the rings. You're not allowed to use any footage. This affects my work.
Yeah, a lot of people have to be like, the games. Or like,
for the cheap seats, they did a fake thing where they were like, we're broadcasting from Paris and put like a whatever, and then they showed a promo, and apparently Tim said something like, "Oh yeah, join us there from the games. We're here. You're coming from the games."
Yeah,
and you cannot say they had to redo it because you can't say. The lawyer said you can't say from the games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I mean, you can say join us. You can't even say from the games. Not even Olympic games. You can't say the games, and you can't say you're in there. So you have to pretend that you're not. I don't know.
Yeah, because only certain. I guess because companies pay like massive rights to broadcast. And then, it's crazy. But we'll be doing a lot of Olympic content because we don't care.
And the point of that was I was watching the, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
The women's archery.
Yep.
Yeah, I was watching the women's archery, and you get to watch lots of different sports.
Yeah, we watched judo last night because one of Claire's friends is an Olympic judoist.
What?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh yeah, judoist could be it. Yeah, but don't stop too early in that word. I didn't know where you were going with that.
Oh, sorry. No.
Anyway, there was an archer from the Netherlands, and her first name is Quinty.
Quinty, like Quincy.
Yeah, but it was Quinty.
Quinty. Maybe her parents read this. Mm-hmm. And she aged up really quickly.
Yeah. So
a blonde-haired boy.
Blonde-haired young man was standing by himself to the side, looking quintingly at the lightning bolt man, who was now joined by a man with flaming hair.
Okay.
And a woman with bushy brown hair. I'm thinking this is
Ronald McDonald and
Herman.
Marge Simpson. Herman.
What's the name? Hermione. No.
Okay. Yeah, it's Ron and Hermione. Yeah.
Is this all it is?
I like this, like, experiencing the Harry Potter world through the eyes of someone who doesn't know it, but they're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like lots of people listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck's going on?
What is going on?
Is this all it is? Everyone's thinking. No, the master thought to himself, existence comes down to this. A small gathering in an old church. Cups of tea and biscuits. Is that what existence amounts to? Amounts to. Cups of tea and biscuits. God, yeah.
He's
funerals,
got a point.
Suddenly, death didn't seem as attractive to the master. Despite his lack of memory, there was something familiar about all of this, but nothing came to his mind. The blonde-haired man wandered over to the master with a friendly smile. How did you know him? The man said. Severus Snape. The master responded quietly. It's a question mark. Severus Snape. Yeah. You did know him, didn't you? Did you go to Hogwarts with him? The man said. I didn't know him, the master said honestly. Right. And what about the war? Did you fight? Which side did you fight for? The man said. It sounds like a personal question.
Yeah.
And something you wouldn't really want to bring up.
Yeah. At a funeral.
Yeah, without being ready. Well, someone said, the other side. Fuck you.
Yeah. But also, like, Malfoy would have been on the side of opposite to most people at the funeral. It's actually weird. Well, like, I'm assuming it's Malfoy.
Yeah, but it does say, what did you fight? What side did you fight for? Were you a Nazi or?
Yeah. It's not like a thing.
No stress.
It's not like a thing like, you PlayStation or Xbox? Xbox. PlayStation. Get PlayStation. It's not like a banterous thing.
Yeah, you should be a Nazi.
You Nazi or are you allies? I'm Nazi. Come on, man. What are you doing?
It's over now.
Yeah, it's over now. Let's all just hang out.
It's all in the past.
This is interesting but not funny, so I'm glad we're lightening it up.
Yeah, war.
Guys, don't stop listening because of this.
Please don't. It's going to be great from here.
Yeah.
War. The master didn't know anything about a war. He didn't even really understand what the word meant.
Oh.
You know what happened recently, right? Voldemort is dead. It's over. I'm trying to figure out what to do now. I feel lost and confused. I think we all do. The man put out his hand towards the master. I'm Malfoy. Draco Malfoy.
That was so good. I loved that.
That was good.
I loved that.
I love Malfoy.
I love him too.
Yeah.
That's more than a friend.
Voldemort.
What?
And they're now in italics, 3 lines in a row, same thing. Voldemort is dead. Voldemort is dead. Voldemort is dead.
Okay.
The words rang out through the master's head on repeat.
Oh, so that's okay. I guess that's why they're on italics.
Yeah. He didn't understand any of what was being said to him. Who was this Draco Malfoy and why was he talking to him? Draco. Draco. The lightning. It does sound like that.
That wasn't very good.
Draco. Oh, no. It's Draco. Draco.
No, I reckon it's like
Draco.
So read the next line for context for the people.
The lightning bolt man had called out and wandered over to Draco.
So I think, that's Harry saying that. Harry's over here with McGonagall, Ron and Hermione and sees Draco and I think it's like, Draco, because he calls it out. Draco.
Sorry, we're back and my phone's ringing. Yes, that's tradition. My phone does ring in every podcast. Okay.
Draco.
The lightning bolt man had called out and wandered over to Draco. Potter, Draco began speaking. The two looked awkward together, like years of unresolved tension, possibly sexual, was unresolved. Okay. So he doesn't know the master doesn't know what glasses are, but
he understands
the sexual tension.
Well, sex is more innate. Like if you were born today in the middle of like a forest with no one around and you managed to survive for like 20 years, at some point your body would naturally make you drive to have sex. So I think that it makes sense that he knows about sex but not glasses. Because if you were born in that forest, you would never encounter glasses.
I'm a dying virgin. I'm dying virgin in that forest. Something I'm still working on, to be honest. All right. So the years of unresolved tension, possibly sexual, was unresolved. Yeah, okay.
Now, we know there is unresolved tension, but we know it's not sexual, or do we?
Don't know. I find this weird reading for Harry, but when he's back in young.
Yeah. We're back in normal Harry,
Yeah. Are you okay? Are you safe? I'm glad to see you here, Draco.
Oh my God, this is just queer baiting so hard. They want to fuck so hard. I'm glad to see you, Draco. More like fuck me, Draco.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well have just written that. Yeah. Jeez. The man who the master assumed was named Potter said, that's what they said. I don't even know where to begin, but I'm sorry for everything, Potter. I can't change the past, but I want to make up for my mistakes. I want to create a better future. I see clearly now how much a mistake it was. Draco said. My voice is gone, but whatever.
Now that's interesting because we know that Malfoy does go on to become the school psychologist.
Oh, that's right.
So that does
I forgot about
really
that.
push him in that direction.
Yeah. The Master was simply a passenger to this conversation. This meaningless and futile interaction between two other bodies. Yeah, I'm agreeing with
That's how I feel on this podcast.
Yeah. The Master observed casually as it all unfolded between him. Malfoy, it's okay. I understand. But Voldemort is dead. You don't have to fear him coming for you or your family. You can be safe now. We'll help you be safe, Potter responded. The Master could have sworn he saw the elderly woman from earlier transform into a cat and wander down the road. But that surely couldn't have been the case, could it?
So he knows what cats are.
Yeah, what's a cat? Whatever a cat is.
It is McGonagall.
Yeah.
I guess that's confirming it for anyone who
Yeah.
didn't know explicitly. But it still doesn't explicitly say it. It could really be anyone.
Any animagus.
Yeah.
Any old
Any
woman.
animagus that is about to be headmaster of Hogwarts.
That's true.
It could be any.
Excuse me, the Master said passively to Potter and Draco. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Harry, Harry Potter said, extending a hand to the Master. The Master, ignoring the hand, simply asked the one question that was burning on his mind. Who is Voldemort? The Master said confidently. Harry and Draco looked at the Master with strange looks, as though he had just asked them something completely absurd that literally everybody would know the answer to.
And really in the universe, that is a question
Yeah.
like that. Everyone would know that.
It's unless he'd grown up in a forest and was a complete virgin.
Only a virgin wouldn't know who Voldemort is. Fucking virgin.
Yeah. It seemed impossible to them that anyone could possibly not know the answer to that question.
Unless they were a virgin.
Yeah. Well, sorry, this is just almost repeated itself. Harry looked at him inquisitively and responded with 3 curious words. You know who?
Wow, I like that because it's like a callback to they call him you know who. It's
Yeah.
like you know who.
Yeah, but I've read it like that because there's like an italicized.
Yeah, I like how
And
you
then a
read
bit
it.
of dot, 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 anything. And he goes, hi, narrator here.
Very Troy McClure,
Yeah.
isn't it? Hi, I'm Troy McClure.
Hi, narrator here. Yep, that's right. We're doing prologues now. No more of this jumping out of the chapter 1 business. Nope, no sir. No sir, not at all. Every good book has a prologue. You know, a bit of context for what's to come. But while I got you, I did want to formally welcome you to the 4th book in this dismal series. Welcome, insert your name here, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter. End of prologue.
End of prologue, not end of chapter. Welcome, insert name here. Let's just let's do a few names, just random names,
okay.
so the listeners might, if they're lucky, they might get their name. So I'll go, welcome, Amy, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
Okay, welcome, Bella, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
Welcome, I forgot all the names.
welcome, John, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
Welcome, Timothy, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
Welcome, Matthew, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
Welcome, Philippa, to Harry Potter. Do we have any Philippa? Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
Welcome, Gwendolyn, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
Welcome. I think that's most.
Welcome-
Michelle to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
Welcome, Jimothy, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
And we'll leave it there. And
Welcome, Grendon.
welcome, Hopeless.
I want to say a specific mention to welcome. No, I don't have anyone.
Well, that was an awesome read, by the way. And it gets me real. Are you excited about?
Really excited.
Actually, you don't sound excited.
Yeah, Mum, can you pick me up?
I know. I did because Claire moved in, by the way. So there may be episodes we record this season where Claire will be here. I
feel like that'll suck for her.
I did say, hey, Claire, like, you should jump on the show. Mel was here one episode and she came on. Claire was like, I don't want to do that. So that won't be happening. Don't expect that.
And Mel did leave halfway through. Not even halfway through.
All right, guys, welcome back, Sam, to Harry Potter and the Phantom Farter.
It feels like, we're just on the prologue. we got, I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
Because like most chapters in these books, 1,000 questions raised, 0 answered.
Yeah.
That's what that chapter did. And I'm curious who this master is. And I'm curious I mean, I think what's most interesting about this is that we know at some point between this moment and the current time, something happens that changes Harry.
Yeah, because he was quite normal. That was all quite serious. That was like a real. That was like a real fan fiction. For just what happened after.
Yeah.
After the war.
Yeah, and it's like,
Battle of Hogwarts.
What happened to turn Harry into the man he is now? We really don't know.
I'm excited to find out.
We're back. We're back. The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. Goodbye, Hamores. Goodbye, Hamores. We'll see you next week. We're back. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Who's that song by? Is it
the
Australian Crow?
The Beach Boys.
It's not the Beach Boys. The boys are back in town. The Beach Boys, that is. Damn.